Well, hello there. Welcome to our podcast.
We discuss this new advent of crazy mid-air turbulence. It's happened to another plane. What's going on?
What's going on? Also, not only are Aussie house prices going up, they're not going up in temperature, they're freezing.
They are freezing. And it took a Canadian to say, what the hell's wrong with you? It's freezing. The tribal drum is beating for Mum Wrecked It for me.
Yeah. We go down to the Josie and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Mandatory military service, does that pass the pub test?
And all the new changes for State of Origin, how do you feel about them? We'll put it to our controversy corner.
I like it. Enjoy the podcast.
Everybody
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda. Miss Keller. Amanda. Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles.
Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
Josie and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
But you're an idiot.
Josie and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you. I'll just take roll. Amanda Keller, you're here.
You're here.
Brendan Jonesy Jones.
Is he here?
Yes, he's here.
No, is he here?
Jem Y. Rye. Jem Y. Rye?
No. He's unwell. He's allowed to be unwell. Everyone's unwell.
In
at the
my
moment.
day,
Oh, come on.
in my day, the only time you could take a day off was when you were dead. And even then, they go out to the gravesite and say, why aren't you at work?
You make yourself sound 189 years old.
That's what happened back in my day. I don't know about the
everyone's got
princesses
this
that we work
stuff
with these
at the
days.
moment. You know, there's a whole variety of colds and stuff going around at the moment. I had the kind of cold that never quite kicked into a big one, but the end bit's hanging on. Other people here have had colds that then just never go away. There's an unusual variant making its way around, as well as COVID, obviously. You know, I was talking about Vivid yesterday and I kept calling it COVID. I was wondering why people were looking at me strangely. Have you been to visit COVID? Tell you what, if you want to see COVID tonight, if you want to come into the city to see the Vivid lights, well, good on you. Sydney trams are going to stop between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. and again from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Drivers will go slow on every fourth tram.
Oh, come on, go slow. Those things go slow anyway. I saw an old
be
bloke
going
with
backwards.
I saw an old bloke with a walker beating it the other day through Chinatown.
So thousands of people, they say here, trying to get to Vivid tonight will have to go without the light rail. Vivid lights, but no light rail, they're saying
You know what?
here.
I think we'll all be okay if the light rail shuts down. Out of all the... I think the
but
light
still,
rail is
I
one
know-
step up from the monorail. Remember the monorail?
You liked the monorail.
I liked looking at it. I liked the idea of the monorail until I went on it and it was as slow as a glacier.
You only go on it just to have a look at. You don't
Yeah,
use it
it's-
for transport.
It's not for transport. And I dare say...
You might as well take a hot air balloon.
You can get from Central Station to Chinatown quicker walking than you can on the light rail. And I've done it. I've done it many times.
Didn't they say at the beginning that it was going to be, it would speed up once everyone got used to the train
but it
tracks and
didn't.
everything?
And you know what? The dopes that run this city, back in the 50s, they had trams, and they ripped all the trams up because people are going to drive their cars into the city. So the dopes that run the city back then ripped up all the trams. And then some 50 years later, what did the dopes of the city do? Oh, you can't drive a car in the city.
Well, they should have elocution lessons for starters.
Gonna put trams in. You people, I've got no time. I got no time.
Can I have a community service announcement? You talking like that has reminded me. I saw a TikTok of a game, and if you can tell me what the game is, I'd really like to know. It's a card game, and the person was holding up the card so the camera could see it, and the word was, for example, explosive diarrhea, but on the front it's written phonetically, and their friends are going, explosive diarrhea. They're trying to read it, and it sounds like everyone works the dopes who run the city.
It's the dopes
And
that
it
run the
looked like
city.
the funniest game. If anyone knows what that is,
What is that
please
game
let me
called?
know.
Let's get on to that. Well, we'll be okay with that, Jem Y. Rye. I'm doing whatever he
I've
does.
forgotten he's existed already.
I've adjusted the air conditioner for you not once but twice
Thank you.
so far in
Appreciate
the first
it.
14 seconds of the show.
Appreciate it.
Action-packed show for you as well. Instagram makes its return, and we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Ready? Question one. Who
Yep.
are you going to call is a catchphrase for which movie franchise?
I'm just going through the KTEL record selector to find a song. This is nice. Jam Nation. We have for you the Magnificent Seven. There are 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
I'm still looking for the name of that game, if there's that thing where you hold up a card,
Yep.
you see that it says a phrase, the people who are trying to guess just have to guess it phonetically, so everyone sounds like they're speaking strangely.
Is it perhaps called phonetics or something like that?
Is it?
I don't know. I just made it up. Chris is in Blacktown.
Hello, Chris, how are you?
Chris? Hello?
Hi, Chris.
Hello, good morning,
Hello,
guys.
Chris.
How are you? Is that us or you?
No, that's me.
You're with us? Great.
good.
Question number 1 for you. Who are you going to call is a catchphrase for which movie franchise?
Oh, that's going to be the Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
What type of wild bird is said to belong to the monarch of Britain?
The answer is not Camilla.
Well, I've heard.
The monarch owns a particular
Yeah.
bird, and every year they have to count them, and it's sort of very traditional and symbolic. And I think years ago they used to use them to wipe their bottoms years and years ago. I imagined that.
No, I don't.
Is it a dove?
No. I don't know what you use to wipe your bottom, Chris, but it's not a
your
dove.
bottom with a dove. Although a lot of toilet paper commercials will give you the impression that you can wipe your bottom
Or
with
babies
a
and
Labrador.
Labradors.
You can wipe your bottom with a baby. Here at Jonesy and Amanda.
Coulson loves your baby.
We just like to back away from wiping your bottom with a baby. We've got Ben in Body Rig Heights. Hello, Ben.
How's it going?
Very
all right,
well.
bro?
Do you know what type of wild bird traditionally is said to belong to the monarch of Britain?
Absolutely not. Is that a robin?
It swims on a lake.
And apparently the Queen, when she was alive, owned all of them.
Well, that's the point. That's the question. Do you hear what my question is?
Yeah,
What
okay,
type of
yeah,
bird
yeah,
is said to
yeah.
belong to the monarch?
Just when
Well,
you hear
apparently
monarch.
it belongs to the monarch of Britain. That's the question, Brendan.
Yes, I know.
You haven't listened to a word I say.
So what'd you say?
Nothing.
Why don't you call us? Let's all just gather around and be cool, man.
And they've got those long necks for wiping.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We are into the Magnificent Seven, and we find ourselves at question number 2.
Corey's in Cronulla. Hello, Corey.
Hang on there. Slow down, little lady.
Hi,
Hey,
Corey. What type of wild bird is said to belong to the monarch of Britain?
What swan?
The swan, that's right.
Let's play What's on the Box.
Television.
I'll turn the box on.
What TV show has this theme?
Corey?
I'll give you a clue.
Walking Dead?
No. Okay. No, sorry, you went too early.
Melissa's in Penrith.
Melissa, do you know?
Is it Breaking Bad?
Yes,
It
it's
is
Breaking Bad.
What is a I can never say it.
Funambulist.
Funambulist. Is it A, a shell collector, B, a tightrope walker, or C, a cocktail maker, a funambulist?
B.
No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is.
Yes,
It's a tightrope walker. Question 5. In which board game would Mrs. Peacock use the candlestick in the library?
Yeah.
Pluto.
Cluedo. I love that.
When was the last time you played Cluedo?
Well, I remember I was playing it with the kids when they were little and I couldn't remember how the rules went. So I just hid
Love
things in
that
the
game.
envelope and I just said, what's hidden in the envelope? Is it a rope or a
I'll
candlestick?
just wrap it up. Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Okay, well, can we put any more friggin' hard words in this?
You're a broadcast. You should know these
I'm
words.
doing this. I'm pressing this, for God's sake. Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Obsidian is a kind of glass formed from what natural material?
The only reason I know this is I've seen jewels made from it.
Of course you have.
Can you say it again?
I wish I could.
Obsidian is a kind of glass formed from what natural material? It's stuff that might spew down a mountain.
Lava.
Lava.
Chris Hemsworth and Anna Taylor-Joy star in which new movie sequel? It's a prequel.
No, is it Formosia or something?
Formosa.
The new Mad Max movie.
We'll give you that. Furiosa.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Apparently not doing that well in the box office in America. Apparently. Well, it's a shame, you know. You don't want to see the movies not doing well. They spent $200 million on it, which is cheap for a movie these
I know,
days.
but you've got to make a lot back to cover that.
You've got to make a lot back. Congratulations to you. It's all coming your way. The Jam Pack. You got a Colour Crush GHD. That's a hair straightener, so you can create a bold and bright range for hairstyles that are authentically and unapologetically you. unapologetically you.
Thank you so much, WSFM. That's fantastic.
There's more, Melissa. There's more.
Yep. Dinner at Rosso Antico Pizzeria, where you can enjoy Sydney's best pizzeria in Newtown. And Jonesy made a coach, Jules for the colour and some standard pencils.
Now you can go, Melissa.
Melissa for putting me in misery.
Thank you, guys. That is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job, you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation Podcast.
It's gonna blow your mind.
Amazing. I think you like it. I believe this is going to be our finest hour.
Okay, smarty pants.
Show me what you got.
Hello there, thumbing through the Jalmanac, our big book of On This Day musical facts. This is a great one. I like this. On this day in 1973, Pink Floyd released their hit Money. And you know how the song starts with this?
Yes.
The ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah.
And you listen to how long it goes. Well, that tape was edited by Roger Waters from Pink Floyd himself. He recorded the sound of coins being thrown into a mixing bowl and the ka-ching of an old cash register to create the loop that you hear there. But loops weren't anything new at the time. This one was different, you know. And I've been in this business for that long. See, I've bought something for show and tell. See this?
Yeah.
This is splice tape.
Yeah.
And we used to, well, don't just go, yeah.
Well, I know what it is.
Yeah, and then you put that.
My husband was a film editor.
Yeah, okay. You chop the tape. But I was doing this as recently as 20-odd years ago, and you'd chop your tape and you'd edit the tape together. So what Roger did, he wanted it to go for so long that he had tape all around the studio, had it running all over the microphones through the studio.
Really?
Yeah, around Dave Gilmour. That's probably why they split up. I said, okay, Roger. That's
tidy up your bedroom.
That's a thing. That's a thing. It's pretty Jem why Rye's not here, just to see this technology.
Yeah,
of
old
what
man.
we used to do.
He'd love that.
Back in the good old days.
When you were Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You know, and then you just go and put this on. It's a great song.
Jam Nation.
It's with a degree of alarm that we've seen more flight turbulence disrupting a flight. That Qatar flight that we saw going Ireland to Turkey wasn't going to Turkey, but it was flying over Turkey, and then it dropped.
And this is just a week or so after we've had that one that was flying from London to Singapore.
Yeah.
Where a man passed away. Lots of bad injuries there. I don't say I'm going all lefty, but this is a news story that I saw. Climate change has a lot to answer
and I'm not saying you're going all lefty.
This.
Yeah, science has actually said that because the oceans are warming, the atmosphere is getting warmer as well. This is causing these, because clear air turbulence, or CAT as they call it, that's when another plane's wash goes along. But then in the tropical zone where the Singapore Airlines flight had its thing, you've got hot and cold air combining in with each other.
Got
it's
a
like
Katy Perry.
A bit of Katy Perry going on up in the skies there. So I don't know what it's going to mean for air travel, because all those years ago, remember volcanoes were a thing when it came to air travel?
Yeah.
And no one really understood why planes were suddenly seizing up, because you couldn't see the ash from the air.
Oh.
And it wouldn't affect a propeller plane, because a propeller plane hasn't got the turbines that are...
Doesn't suck it in.
Doesn't suck it in. So we managed to get past that. Hopefully... I don't know how they detect it. I said to my sister, who's a pilot, and she said, well, you can work out where the charts are and stuff like that, where you're going.
But then how come it's happened twice? Because you'd think those pilots would know that.
Scary. I must admit, though, aren't the Irish just wonderful eyewitnesses to any sort of tragedy? They just make it sound good. You know, none of that kapooya that the Americans do, or the Australians, yeah, mate.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, none of that.
Chick, boom.
This is just some of the passengers on the Qatar flight.
It was so scary at the time. You just don't know, is this it or not?
Next minute, whoom, dinner came off my lap. Just food all over the plane, on the ceiling, everywhere. So, yeah, it was just atrocious.
The staff were amazing. To actually get up and have to look after us. And they're going around with bandages on their hands and bloodied faces.
Charming, isn't it?
Yeah,
but you know what?
Food all over the plane on the ceiling. That's just Jetstar Bali, isn't it?
Well, what they're saying is it'll upset you, Brendan, because there'll be changes to the way food and drink is served. As to where there's any turbulence, there'll be no in-flight service.
I totally get that. I don't know where when I get on the plane, I'm straight in my seatbelt. I'm just ready.
Ding, 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 ding. Ma'am, can I have a beer?
Excuse me, Sally. I know that we've just landed in the Hudson, but is there any chances of getting a beer while we wait?
Jonesy and Amanda's Jam Nation
Podcast.
I love winter. I love being chilly, but I don't like my house to be cold. How do you heat your house?
Oh, we had an air conditioner that didn't work for some time since we bought the house, but I recently got it fixed. And I've used it. I thought, how good's this? Why don't we get into this more? And then I saw a power bill. I went, hang on a minute. It's a fortune.
I've got
a wood fire as well.
And do you use that?
Yeah. I go around and I collect sticks. You see me just collecting sticks, and I just get wood.
And make a fire. I understand how the process goes, Brendan. You're not the first person to build a fire.
Really? You should have a crack at it.
Because our houses, by and large, are cold in winter, aren't they? We've got heating, but the downstairs area is like a barn, and the hot air just goes upstairs. So I have to put the fan on to sleep because it's so hot upstairs and it's still freezing downstairs. We just don't do our houses very well in the same way that, meaning overseas they have ducted air conditioning, they have great insulation, they have double glazing on their glass. We don't seem to do that in Australia. I saw a TikTok from a Canadian girl who's explaining how cold she is in Melbourne.
The most messed up part about living in Australia is that people genuinely say to me, oh, well, you're Canadian, so you shouldn't be able to feel the cold. When I can confidently tell you that the coldest that I have ever been is living in a Melbourne share house in the middle of July and lying in my own bed, trying to fall asleep, being able to see my own breath while only being able to warm myself with a tiny space heater and an electric blanket. Like, I don't know why everyone in Australia was like, let's not insulate our houses. Let's all just put on a Kathmandu jacket and call it a day.
She's right.
It's true.
That's how we often sleep in winter, freezing with the breath coming out of our mouths. It's like we deny we have a winter. I think in Queensland people deny there's a summer. My mother used to, I said, can you put the aircon on? She said, no, it's only hot for a few days. Oh, my God, it's killing me. Same here in Sydney. I think we imagine we don't have a winter.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. My sister-in-law had a place in Janelle, and I swear it was colder in the house than outside the house.
Yes, I often feel that at my house. I leave the house and go, actually, it's warmer out here. It's nice to come into work because look how warm, we can adjust the air conditioning and be warm. Our houses are different, aren't they?
Well, we adjust the air conditioning a fair bit in this studio that I've learned since Jen Wairai not here.
Jen Wairai is my friend. Historically, all buildings, office buildings, were set to the male core body temperature. And women have been working for a number of years, it might surprise you to hear, which is why women often suffer because the temperature doesn't suit them. We often freeze. No, it's true. It's true.
So what is the male core body
I can't remember the number, but it was set for the male comfort. And women's body, all the heat that takes for the reproductive organs, all of that, our extremities get cold. We prefer a different temperature.
But you're not reproducing anymore.
Well, that's what. Well, tell my body that.
Well, maybe you should have a meeting. So, hey, listen, ovaries.
Hey, ovaries. When I went to see the doctor and they say, your ovaries have, and then they looked at my face and said, are sleeping. It's all right. You can let me down easy.
They're asleep.
They're asleep.
Jam
Nation.
Moving into the ground right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Going fast.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's.
To be sure, 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, $1,000 coming your way.
Yeah, or you can do what Helen did on Friday and say, you know what, I'll have a crack at it. An extra bonus question, double or nothing. She got $2,000.
Helen was skin in the game, wasn't she? What about Craig of Campbelltown?
Hello, Craig.
Good morning, how are you?
Very well, Craig. So we've got 10 questions, 60 seconds. Say pass if you're not sure. We usually have time to come back. You ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right, Craig, here we go. Question number 1. Commonly, what colour are clouds?
White.
Question 2. Kindy is short for what word?
Pass.
Question 3. How many months in autumn?
Pass.
Question 4. Traditionally, what metal is foil made from?
Which, sorry, I couldn't hear it.
What metal is foil made from?
Pass.
Question 5. True or false? Vatican City is a country.
True.
Question 6. On which coast would you find Cottesloe Beach?
Pass.
Question 7. Which musician sings Padam Padam?
Pass.
Question 8. Kalamata and Sicilian are types of what?
Kalamata is a...
Kalamata and Sicilian are types of what? Question 9. On which TV show would you find Alf Stewart?
Alf Stewart, he's on Home and Away.
Question 10. Scotty Scheffler is world number 1 in which sport?
Who was it, sorry?
Oh, you had trouble hearing us today.
Yeah.
I can't be any louder, I'm sorry. Scotty Scheffler is world number 1 in which sport?
He's golf?
Yeah, he's golf. Let's go. I reckon you'd know this. Kindy is short for what word?
Nah.
Your kids didn't go to kindergarten?
What was the question again? I can't hear you, sorry.
It's your phone line, I'm afraid. Kindy is short for what? Yeah. It's short for kindergarten. How many months in autumn?
3.
Yep, you would have got that. Traditionally, what metal is foil made from? That
iron.
one's aluminium. On which coast would you find Cottesloe Beach?
South Coast.
No, it's West Coast. It's near Perth. And which musician sings "Per-dum, per-dum, da-da-da-da-da"?
Kylie,
got that one. Kylie Minogue. No. Oh, I'm sorry, Craig, you didn't go your way today.
Yeah.
You had more passes than a nightclub on a Saturday night.
I'm a bit like the Sharks.
$100 to be getting on with Craig, and thank you for playing.
Thank you, Craig.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
I've got a story here. Now, this happened in 2016, but I didn't know about this. It's gone viral all over again. So, Tiger Woods is at the Playgrounds, which is not his home mansion.
No.
He's at the Playgrounds, which is a golfing tournament. Mm-hmm. And what's happened is that kids, very special, gifted golf kids, were allowed to participate. Here's how the day started.
Have you out for the inaugural round of the Playgrounds at Blue Jack National. We've got a couple of juniors representing the South Texas PGA that have earned the right to play here today with Mr. Woods. Please welcome to the number 1 tee from Corpus Christi, Texas, a man with a perfect school attendance record until today, Mr. Taylor Crozier.
So Taylor Crozier is 11 years old. He steps up to the tee. His hero, Tiger Woods, is watching him. He hits the ball. He gets a hole-in-one.
Whoa.
Unbelievable. Crowd goes wild. Unbelievable. Tiger Woods is so impressed. So what happens is that Tiger Woods is so impressed with this kid, he wants to mentor him. He is this kid. He's Taylor's idol. He wants to mentor him. And he goes up and talks to the mother. I would like to take your son under my wing. I see incredible potential.
Big deal.
His mother said no.
No.
Because his mother wasn't happy with Tiger Woods' off-field behaviour.
Mom.
She doesn't approve of Tiger Woods. No. And so she said no. And, you know, people have just gone crazy over this, saying, imagine being offered a mentorship with Tiger Woods and your mother, it says here, being such a Karen about Tiger's personal life, she refused to let him do it. A voluntary mentorship from the greatest player of all time. And Mum said no.
What would you do?
I'd say, forget my morals, go and enjoy yourself.
Would you really?
Of course, wouldn't you? Of course you would.
Yeah.
I'd say, look at the golf, not at the man.
It's not like he's a molester or anything.
No, I mean, if Michael Jackson wanted to, you know, mentor my child, I'd have a different thing to say. But Tiger Woods, your kid's a golf genius. Tiger Woods watches him get a hole-in-one first day he's ever skipped school. Yeah. And the school was so impressed, they said, we're going to still say you've had a perfect attendance record. Mm-hmm. The school was so impressed by it. It was all going his way. And then Mum said no.
Curse you, Mum, and your morals.
Yeah. Tough, isn't it?
Did your mum ever ruin anything for you?
Constantly. Nothing that had giant implications. You know, I wasn't allowed to watch half the shows everyone. I couldn't watch Number 96, but I don't think I've been damaged by that. But sometimes your mum does stuff that does have long-term implications.
Yeah.
What stops you going to a party where everyone else had a great time and at the age of 40 your friends are still talking about it and you never got to go.
You never got to go to that party.
That kind of thing.
That could be a thing.
Let's do this with a tribal drum. Let's call it Mum Wrecked It For Me.
Mum Wrecked It For Me. Yeah, I like it. 13 WSFM is our number. If you're our man of the match, what about this? A double pass to see Crowded House, the Gravity Stairs tour. Imagine you're going to go there and then all of a sudden you do something and then Mum won't let you go.
Mum steals the tickets from you.
Well, but we know that Crowded House's morals are above ground.
Well, there might be another above ground, above board. There might be another reason why your mum wouldn't let you go. Thousands of reasons as to Mum stop people all over the place. How did it hurt you? Mum wrecked it for me.
Jam Nation.
So Tiger Woods watches an 11-year-old child nail a hole-in-one on the inaugural tee shot at a course he designed. This is a few years ago, but it's just got traction again.
Yeah, so he watches this kid who's 11 years old, as you say, get a hole in one, and he says to the boy's mother, I really want to mentor your son.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. This is the boy's idol. This is the best golf player in the world. And Mum says, I don't approve of your lifestyle, Mr. Woods. No. She said no.
The Tribal Drummer's beating. Mum wrecked it for me.
Please welcome to the number 1 tee from Corpus Christi, Texas, Mr. Taylor Crozier.
That's enough. You're grounded.
Mike has joined us.
Hello, Mike. What did Mum wreck for you?
My darling mother tried to wreck my relationship with my girlfriend back in the 70s when she didn't have a phone in her house. Her family was poor, so she'd walk to a phone box and try to ring me at home. And my darling mother would answer her on the phone and said, oh, no, sorry, he's not here right now.
Why would she do that?
Because she didn't like her, she didn't approve of her, all the usual reasons.
And did the relationship survive?
Well, we married in 1982, and 42 years later, and 2 beautiful children later, we are still together.
There you go.
But she may have stymied that. That came close to her wrecking the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tried very hard, but she didn't work.
And did your mum come around and accept it all?
No, not really.
Oh.
Not really.
Well, after 42 years, she still didn't accept it.
Wow.
Wow. Yes.
Presuming...
And sadly now she's in a dementia ward and doesn't recognise either of us, so that's the end of that.
That's the end of that.
Wow, imagine if your mum had wrecked it for you right at the beginning, and this is someone you've gone on to have a 40-plus year relationship
with that?
No, he's not home.
You know, you would think after some time, you go, okay, she's a fair old stick. I'm going to...
Yeah. No, mums think they're all powerful, don't they?
They do.
Hello to Neil. What did Mum try and wreck for you?
Oh, I've got a double whammy, guys. And I'd like to think that she did it because she cared. In primary school, I was going into year 5. So, the higher years of primary school when you're getting ready for high school. And she got wind of who my teacher was going to be. And she'd heard that a fight had broken out one year in this teacher's class. So she didn't think this teacher was strict enough. So reefed me out of one primary school, put me in another. I lost all my friends because it was at school quite, a distance away. At the new school, I was known as the girl whose mum pulled her out. I had 2 years to recover from that. Then I started high school, and I was quite intelligent, and they grade your classes. She found out that I was placed in the bottom class, complained to the high school, and I was put in the top class. I got a couple of first places, and I said to her, if you had left me in that bottom class, I would have got first in everything and won vouchers for every prize.
But that thing, you're about to go to high school. My mother used to do this too. She was obsessed with, I don't think that teacher's very good. And you say, don't say anything, Mum. And I try and be like that with my kids. Your kids tell you stuff because they just want to offload about it. You don't like a teacher. But you don't want your mum to go up to the school and do anything about it. Oh, my God. I've been the opposite. Kids would tell me, someone chopped my head off. It's going to go, whatever.
Bit of ointment, it'll grow back.
I know, I don't want to complain.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's tough. Thank you to Neil.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'm only going to say it once.
Mums, eh?
Wow, what about this 11-year-old boy? This story's a couple of years old now, but it's just resurfaced. An 11-year-old boy, golf genius, takes one day off school. He's allowed to. The school was so proud of him, they still gave him a complete school attendance. He gets a hole-in-one in front of his hero, Tiger Woods, at a course that's been designed by Tiger Woods. Tiger's so impressed with him, he says, I'd like to mentor you. The boy's mother doesn't approve of Tiger Woods because of his off-course behaviour and says no.
Yeah.
Tribal Drum is beating for Mum wrecked it for me.
Please welcome to the number 1 tee from Corpus Christi, Texas.
That's enough. You're grounded.
Get home and tidy your room.
Sam has joined us.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Josie. Hi, Amanda. We love your show.
Oh, Sam, thank you. What did Mum wreck for you?
She wrecked it big time. I was only 14. I was picked to represent the ACT in 10 kilometre cross country. And it was the national titles. And I was picked to represent the state. And I was running 10 kilometres in Olympic qualifying time at that stage. And it was too early for her. She couldn't get out of bed. It was I had to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was too early. She couldn't get out of bed, and I couldn't get there.
Oh, Sam, no.
No.
I would have won the Nationals.
Oh,
not putting tickets on myself, but I would have won them.
Oh, Sam.
And 8 o'clock's not an unreasonable hour.
No.
Well, it's a Saturday morning, you know, the whole country was there. TV stations, everything. It was being broadcast. Everything was happening, and she wouldn't get out of bed.
Sam, that is a heartbreaking story. Have you found your peace with this story?
I couldn't care less now. It doesn't bother me.
Did it bother you for a while, though?
I did. I was, you know, I could represent Australia, you know, if I had to go on. So it was a big thing for me at the time.
Sam, I bet.
It's a big deal.
Oh, that's a hard story. Thank you for sharing that, Sam.
You've let it go.
I haven't. I'm going to take on that one now. Hello, Catherine.
You're not a marathon.
Yeah, hi, good morning, guys.
Catherine. Hello, what mum wreck for you?
Thank you for brightening my morning.
Thank you.
My story goes back to the 90s when I was a teenage girl, and I had a friend who was a few years older than me and just finished high school. And she went to high school with some pretty famous boys called Ben and Daniel. They went on to become Silverchair.
Oh.
And she asked me to go to a concert with her, not theirs. This concert was on the steps of the Opera House. And it was Crowded House's Farewell to the World concert.
Yes.
And because of her connection, she got us this front row position. And my mum said to me that I had too much going on and I couldn't go. So I did all my jobs. And somehow I said to her I was having a sleepover, but she found out the full truth. And she said no. So I went from having front row Opera House to having to watch it on TV.
Oh,
great.
That would have been so hard, Catherine.
I loved going to live gigs with her. I saw the Silverchair boys a few times with her, but all I wanted to do was go to the Opera House. And I pleaded and begged with her, and she's like, no.
Oh.
You're 16, you can watch it on TV.
Oh.
You can watch it on TV because that's just as good.
These stories are heartbreaking, aren't they?
Catherine.
Oh, it's so tough being a kid sometimes.
If
it
only
really
we
is.
were giving away Crowded House tickets to their Opera House show.
What are the
Well, you know,
chances?
that would work out well for Catherine.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda answer to the pub test. Here's something that Rez said every now and then. Mandatory military service for the youth. Does it pass the pub test?
Rishi Sunak, who's the Prime Minister of England, has said that if his party gets re-elected, he will introduce national mandatory service. He took to TikTok. He tried to look casual. He had his tie off, and you can hear crazy sound effects because he's so young. Have a listen.
Hi TikTok, sorry to be breaking into your usual politics-free feed, but I'm making a big announcement today, and I've been told that a lot of you already have some views on it. So, first thing, no, I'm not sending everyone off to join the army. What I am doing is proposing a bold new model of national service for 18-year-olds. They'll be able to choose to spend 12 months in a full-time military commission, or 1 weekend per month volunteering in roles within your local community, like delivering prescriptions and food to elderly people, or in search and rescue. This will give all young people valuable life skills, make our country more secure, and build a stronger national culture. Plus, people will receive best-in-class training in critical skills from cyber to civil engineering and leadership. But look, I know a lot of you will have questions on this, so follow the account, put your thoughts in the comments, and I'll be replying in the next few days.
You should see the comments.
A
couple of great ones. I like this one. I wish the Tories the best of luck getting my kids to join the army. I can't get the buggers to water the plants. Some people have said it's great. They do it overseas. Why wouldn't it work? But they often point to Denmark. The difference is Denmark has, yes, they do have this mandatory service, but they get free education, they get free childcare when they have children, they get free paternity leave, they have a great healthcare system, all that stuff.
How good's Denmark?
Yeah, that makes you proud of your country. So a lot of this kind of stuff takes civic pride and civic duty, which has been eroded. Lots of people are saying, should we have this in Australia? And the thing is, it sounds like a great utopian world where we have a sense of community and people give back. But we have never created that in our young people. They've had COVID for a number of years. There's no opportunity to buy a house. Renting is hard. Wages are stuck. Education is expensive. Why would young people say, yes, I'm going to put maybe my life, I'm going to put my time on the line for you, when what Why would I do that?
Well, maybe...
It's old coots like us who say you should do it.
Well, I've flipped. I remember when I was young, and this has been around for as long as anything, national service, and my father-in-law, it was a Nasho. He went and peeled potatoes.
My dad did Nasho.
And did all that sort of stuff. And then when I was a kid, I used to think that would be the worst thing in the world, but I think giving your young people something to do. When I was a kid, I went to Cubs and then I went to Scouts. In a way, that was a de facto Nasho. You learn how to make a fire, you learn how to tie ropes and do all that sort of stuff. You became useful. You learn how to do useful life skills.
And that's what Rishi Sunak is saying, that this would be in England, is that you'd get some life skills out of it. But we have raised generations of kids who have opinions, who don't want to do what they don't want to do. We've raised them in cotton wool, and now we're saying, hey, toughen up and do this. I mean, our generation may think, gee, that sounds great, but I can't imagine it ever happening, and nor should it, I think. But what do you think? Mandatory military service? It doesn't have to be going to war. Does it pass the pub test?
Jam Nation.
Interesting, young people in Japan, for a number of years, people in Japan just lived at home and their mother was a very strong influence for years and years and years. And I think they've got, like all people, young people around the world, there's more independence happening now. But a whole lot of Japanese people, most of them in their 30s, that are part of this new dating agency and a part of a new kind of way of living, is they're choosing to marry friends, to have friendship marriages. Because like here, it's very expensive to live on your own in Japan. So you get practical benefits like companionship, tax breaks, societal acceptance. But your friends, have a listen.
People in Japan are now marrying their friends over romantic partners. Young Japanese people are now engaging in legal unions called friendship marriages. These marriages center around companionship rather than romance or sex. They provide practical benefits such as tax breaks, societal acceptance, and the ability to live together or apart and pursue outside relationships.
So no romance or sex, so just like a marriage.
Well, look, they want to have children through artificial insemination. Since 2015, there's a certain agency that's been running this. They have facilitated about 500 marriages, some couples raising children. About 1% of the population are sort of part of this, which is 1.24 million people are candidates for this. Because the same thing happens here. I mean, we've often had green card marriages and things like that, marriages of convenience. But if you're in your 30s, you can't afford a mortgage on your own. Renting is really expensive on your own. If you have a friend who's in a similar situation and you can get financial benefits from it, if you actually want to raise a family but you're disillusioned with the romantic scene, this seems like an interesting alternative. These are legal marriages. They have weddings and the whole thing.
Really?
And the pressure's off from the parents and all of that. Divorce rates are so high, people are cynical about marriage. Might work.
Could work. So you could marry your mate.
Marry your mate.
Yeah.
And you have outside romantic dalliances if you want to, but to all intents and purposes, the two of you are living together, sharing the financial burdens of life, but also you're sharing the joys of life. You have a great companion who lives with you. It actually sounds pretty good.
I don't know if Keith would be happy about having outside dalliances.
Who's Keith?
Well, my mate that I'm going to marry.
Well, this doesn't, but often for homosexual couples, quite seriously, this is a way of keeping face in society amongst your family and things, but you just go about your business.
You just go about your business.
You do. I think there's something in this. Interesting, isn't it? And in case you're interested, Brendan, the organisation is called Colorus, Japan's first friendship marriage agency. Get into it.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation. Podcast. We're not gonna take it.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. And today, mandatory military service. Does this pass the pub test?
Well, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has said that if he's re-elected, he promises national mandatory service. He popped up on TikTok to say so.
Hey, TikTok, sorry to be breaking into your usual politics-free feed, but I'm making a big announcement today, and I've been told that a lot of you already have some views on it. So, first thing, no, I'm not sending everyone off to join the army.
What he has said is that 18-year-olds would either have a choice between a 12-month full-time placement in the armed forces or volunteer in their community for one weekend a month over a year. I'm sure our age group thinks, yes, let's toughen up our young people. But we've given our young people no reason to actually want to do anything in our communities. We've taken everything from them pretty much and raised an era of people who have an opinion about what they want to do. They're not just going to sign up because you want them to.
There's a bit too much opinion these days.
Listen to you.
Maybe there's a little bit too much opinion.
What do you think? Because people are saying, should we have it here? Mandatory military service, does it pass the pub test?
I think it passes the pub test. I think it'll solve a lot of problems. I think the one, it'll solve unemployment, and the other thing is to be good for the younger kids that they might learn something.
Yes, I feel that it does. I think a lot of the younger ones today don't have any respect, and I think that's probably the number one problem. If we had respect, we'd have everything. So that might help with making that a bit easier.
Yes, it does. It'll help teach people discipline. It'll help curb all the problems we have with our youth. They haven't been taught discipline through their parents. By doing national service, they'll learn what the boundaries are, and they'll actually know the consequences for their actions.
Youth crime at the moment is sky high, and I think this generation needs to learn respect for their fellow citizens. They need to learn how to use their skills to the best of their ability, and I think it would be a great thing. They need to learn how to show the world that they are capable, and less anxiety in our children today would be great. Definitely pass the pub test.
Yes, it does. I think it should also go a step further. If anyone signs up to serve in the military, maybe the government should allow them to be, when they go to purchase a house, be stamp duty free as an incentive to join and serve the country.
I've now become officially old.
You agreed with every one of those callers?
I agreed with everyone going, yeah, right.
I look forward to you going home and telling that to your younger son.
National service and a haircut you can set a watch by. That's what you need, kid.
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
Apropos of Ian Moss coming into the studio tomorrow with Jimmy Barnes.
I'm excited about
What's
that.
that all about, do you think? What's going on there? Do you think they're going to be married to each other?
In a Japanese ceremony.
Friendship marriage.
Maybe. And if they were going to, they would announce it here first.
Naturally. So that's something I'll make sure I tune in tomorrow.
Oh, please do.
Have you been following the story about Galliano Caligari?
No.
It's a great story. So
It's a great
Galliano,
name.
he, an Italian migrant, came out here in 1964, I believe from Venice, and he bought up some land in Kemps Creek back when there was nothing out there. There was nothing.
I did see this.
Yeah. And he built this massive Venetian castle. It's huge.
And it's really ornate.
It's spectacularly, it's great. You know, it's not something
He's done all the tiling and the designing himself.
He's got mosaics. He's got it all.
He's done it all
in the
himself.
ceiling. It's like the Sistine Chapel.
It's beautiful.
And Galliano's story is he worked on building sites. He was a concreter, and he would go around and just recycle broken up tiles and things like that. So he's got mosaics, and he's got this centerpiece of his giant mansion, or castle, as I'd like to call it. It's a 300-metre long stone fence.
That he made himself.
It's a bit of a Disney vibe to it. But now because of the airport, and you know how much I love infrastructure, I say put an airport in my backyard. I'd love that thing. So they're widening the road, and they've got to have to get rid of Galliano's fence. It took him 6 years to make this fence.
Just the fence, 6 years?
Just the fence. The fence is extraordinary. It's huge. It's absolutely huge.
And so the airport's saying it's got to go.
Airport's got to go. So there's a bit of a Daryl Kerrigan vibe going on with this. So poor old Galliano is going to have to knock down his fence. He's got a little bridge. He's got a fence. You know, this is why this country was built on. You right? You're going to die? Or
No, I've got a cough.
So he was on the, you right?
Yeah.
So he's on the news last night.
Well, it does sound like the castle.
It's exactly like the castle. But what do you do? It's all about progress,
Well,
isn't
see, if you lived in China, they just mow down your house.
Yeah, exactly. On the news last night, this is how they reported it.
To create his little slice of Italy, Galliano worked 20 hours a day providing for his family and building them this home.
Hang on, he worked 20 hours a day?
He probably did.
20? He should have built the airport.
But what's going to happen? Will they force him to knock down the fence?
Yeah, it's progress.
Oh, what a shame. Because that old, gorgeous architecture just doesn't happen easily.
That's progress, man.
And you want progress,
I'm
Brendan.
happy
You
for an
want
airport
it all.
in my backyard. I'd love it. Just do it.
Because you worked 20 hours a day on your fence too.
20 hours a day doing this.
Oh, really?
Making an oral tapestry.
Jam Nation.
Have you got a vibe for the Olympics?
Usually as I get close to it right now, I'm going, who needs Olympics? And then, or I'm all of a sudden, when it comes on, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm probably the same. It's July, August, so it's only just around the corner. And one of the highlights is always the marathon. And it's usually the last big event, isn't it? And they run into the stadium at the end, everyone goes crazy.
Yeah.
I have got some information here from the 1904 Olympic Marathon. So this was bonkers. Do you want to hear the story?
Yeah.
The men's marathon was at the 1904 Summer Olympics in St. Louis, United States. It took place August 30, which is in the heat of the day and probably in the heat of the year. The distance was, 40 Ks. It was bizarre because there was poor organisation, poor officiating. The race was run during the hottest part of the day on dusty country roads with only 2 sources of water available. Only 14 out of 40 finished. So most didn't even finish the marathon.
Wow.
These 2 guys, Jan Misciani, who came in 12th, and Len Tauniani, who came in 9th, were students from South Africa. They ran barefoot. They weren't part of the Olympic team. They just decided to run for fun.
Yeah, right.
Lem would have done better had he not been chased off course by aggressive dogs. Then we have Felix Carvajal, who came 4th, a Cuban mailman who lost all his travelling money in a riverboat casino. He ran the race in dress shoes and cut off his trousers at the knee to turn them into shorts. He would have won the race, but he ate some rotten apples and had to take a nap for an hour in the middle to recover. Then we had Thomas Hicks, who came 2nd place. He was helped across the line by his trainers, who refused to give him water.
Right.
They gave him a mixture of rat poison and brandy because doping wasn't illegal.
Those good old days.
Fred Lawes came in 1st place, but was disqualified when it was discovered he did most of the race in a car. So Thomas Hicks was then declared the winner. Meanwhile, Russian runners arrived 2 weeks late because they were still using the Julian calendar.
What a time.
What a time.
What a time.
How bonkers is that?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Let's go.
No time for chit chat. I want to go home.
State of Origin next week. How you feeling about your boy Teddy, James Tedesco?
I'm disappointed for him. And sometimes you may not be the best player on the field, but all the experience he brings, he's been playing since 2016. No wonder he's tired. But sometimes when everyone else has nerves, that's what can get you through.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed for him. He must feel gutted. Who's in?
Who's in and who's out? Nico Hines is in. He's sharing the stage with the Jerome Luai, which will be interesting because they had the big pantsing of the Sharks last Saturday night.
Yeah.
So that's good. But I'm excited about this.
Suoli'i's in.
Suoli'i is going to make his debut. Lomax is making his debut. Olakau'atu is going to make his debut. So there's some exciting players.
And a new coach.
Michael Maguire.
Excuse my ignorance. Who does he normally coach?
He used to be West Tigers.
So he's not a current coach?
No. He's just Blues. A lot of people are saying that he might be the man for Parramatta. But Madge is saying, no dice. I'm focused on the Blues.
So the Blues coaching the Blues is a separate job to being a club coach.
Yeah, and that's what happens with Queensland. No, you can't do both. It's a main thing. It's like doing this.
It's only 3 weeks of the year.
Yeah, it's not just 3 weeks of the year. That's like someone saying, she only just gets on the radio for a couple of hours.
Yeah. I'm running around the paddock training the rest of the time.
Interesting, because Dale Cherry Evans from Queensland and Manly is going to be playing against James Tedesco.
No, James isn't
Not James
there.
Tedesco, against Jake Trebojevic. Like they're friends on the field.
So Jake is the new New South Wales captain.
Yeah, yes.
How old is he? Is he up to it? How do I feel?
He's 30. Jake is. Trebojevic. DCE is 35. Gee, looks good for 35.
It's that long neck. It's like Naomi Campbell. She doesn't age.
It's the last year he can go on a Kentucky tour. I've just noticed they're all in camp.
Has it started already?
Yeah, they go to camp. I noticed.
Oh, you have this picture of them staying in tents. Come on, guys, time for lights
Jake
out.
Trebojevic has taken his golf clubs.
Has he?
Yeah, I'd like to take my model train.
Bit of R&R.
So I think we should talk maybe, and I'd like to propose this as something that we do on the show. Remember Rex Mossop used to do Controversy Corner?
Is that where you throw a ball through an elephant's bum?
No.
What was that?
That was throwing a ball through an elephant's bum. No, but I do like that. But we should bring back that, and maybe people, if you've got a thought about our current New South Wales Blue side.
Oh, yeah.
I think let's give it a crack.
All right. Why don't you give us a call?
Side.
How do you feel about this side, the new coach, the changes? Yay or nay?
I tell you what, I'll put on Boys of Summer.
Give us a call.
And then you can mull over, have a look, get your mates together, get in a bit of opinion, and we'll start up Controversy Corner.
Give us a call, 13 WSFM.
Jonesy and Amanda's Jam Nation
Podcast.
James Tedesco has been axed as New South Wales State of Origin fullback.
Boo.
Very classy, though,
What's
James.
going to happen to those the Elastic company that is sponsored to keep his DAX up?
Well, perhaps if the Elastic company had been better with their elastic, James might not be having this problem.
He was very classy. He's very gracious.
He texted Dylan Edwards and said it's going to be one of the greatest weeks of your life, and State of Origin, it would be a big, big deal. And I guess Michael Maguire as well. This is his first rodeo, as it was, and I think in a way to evoke the spirit of Rex Mossop and Controversy Corner, which you do remember on the telly. No, it wasn't throwing a football through an elephant's
They did that,
backside.
though, didn't they?
Yeah, they did that. That was great. But Controversy Corner, and you can weigh in on this if you want. 13 WSFM. Who would have said that we are the arbiters of what the NRL is? Like, really?
What do you think?
Can't expose our game to this sort of violence. The hair was standing up on the back of my neck. There were knees, there were elbows, there were forearms. Nobody was sent off. It was shocking.
I knew you'd make an intro.
I just love that when the green screen falls on Rex's head. Simon has joined us. Hello, Simon.
G'day, guys. Great show. Mate, I'm in favour of the new Blues team and the new coach. What I'm not in favour of is having State of Origin during the season. It should be at the end. So teams like the great Penrith, who flogged the Guppies on the weekend, don't get penalised by losing team.
That's the thing. If you have a team that has a lot of players in there, you have a couple of dud club games, don't you?
There are a couple of dud club games, and that's a good point that you make, Simon.
Hello, Sam. Are you for or against these changes?
I think if I was a New South Wales fan, I'd be a little embarrassed.
Oh, how come?
I just think I'd be a little embarrassed with the team they've picked. You take out 2 or 3 players out of the side, they've got nothing. I mean, really, to lose Tedesco, how many fullbacks run 200 metres every weekend? Make line breaks, tackle breaks, try assists. And to take him out of the team is just, it's ludicrous.
All right. Thank you, Sam.
I think as well there's the depth that they bring. Like no Latrell Mitchell this time around, but Latrell, even by his own admission, he feels that he's off the game a little bit.
Sam, hello. What do you make of this?
No, that's Brad.
Oh, hello, Brad. Yay or nay, Brad?
Morning, guys.
Hello.
Morning. Hello.
Hi, Brad. Yes or no to the new team?
Oh, look, I don't mind it, but look, Teddy's one of the all-time greats. He's one of the great modern-day fullbacks. I don't think we'll see Dylan's full moon, so would have liked to see Teddy's. But Latrell, I think Latrell's a big omission. I think he should have been in the side. And what about the Fox? He's forgotten about as well. So,
I thought Josh I thought Josh would have got in there.
There's a good try. There's a couple of tries in Josh. So, I agree. Dylan's a great player, but Teddy should have been there. He's a captain. How do you drop him from captain to nothing,
Yeah, and also sometimes, and Latrell's the same, they embody the spirit of the game as much as anything.
Rob's with us.
What do you make of it, Rob?
Yeah, mate, I'm for it. Jones and Amanda. I'm for it. You've lost 2 series. He had to do something. And although Teddy was a great player, or is a great player, you'll get something fresh and new with Dylan Edwards in the back.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
And Madge Maguire brings like a real passion to the game. Not saying that Brad Fiddler didn't. We used to love Fiddler, Freddie coaching the side. Sam's joined us.
Hi, Sam.
Wrap this up, Sam.
Hi. Am I on?
Hello, Sam.
What do you make of the new team, Sam?
To be honest, I'm going to just leave it up to their judgment. Like, if they think that some players weren't doing as well as they should have, I guess it was in the best interest to drop them.
There you go.
So you think whatever they want is fine?
Shout out to Glenn, who listens to both of you guys every day on the way to school, and I love Crowd House, so that's all I got to say.
Okay, so Sam, in a nutshell, you just want Crowded House tickets. Would that be fair to say?
Wait, you're kidding me, right?
No, we are kidding you.
We are kidding you, but nice
well,
try.
we've disappointed Sam now.
I know. Well, that's unfortunate, but tell that to James Tedesco.
It's called Controversy Corner.
He's sitting at home on the faff, trying to put some elastic in his shorts.
Say, I'll be ready, guys, if you need me.
Can I play the outro?
Do it.
Can't expose our game to this sort of violence. The hair was standing up on the back of my neck. There were knees, there were elbows, there were forearms. Nobody was sent off. It was shocking.
I thought it might have been shorter than the intro, but no.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
$20,000 cash is the prize for our favourite Ghoulie of the year. What have we got?
What really gets my ghoulies, guys, are people at the airport. And I work at the international airport, and no passenger, not ever, knows how to read a sign, follow a sign, look for a sign, or even know which airline it is that they're flying with. Because I've had passengers stand in my lines, sometimes for more than an hour, only to realise that we're not the airline that they're flying with. Come on, passengers, you need to do better.
That's me. My son says, how are you still alive?
You're not even at the airport, you're at the train station, Mum. What else?
Hi, Jonesy and Amanda. What gets my ghoulies is this talk of cryogenics. Why would you want to come back? And it's a scam. They're not going to be able to relive a brain, make a brain come back to life. No chance. And would you want to? Do you have any money when you come back? What do you invest? Put all your money away and invest it so you got some cash when you wake up? How ridiculous. That gets my ghoulies.
We spoke about that on the show yesterday.
Have we thought about that?
Well, when he says about defrosting a brain, they say that in 200 years' time we will have that technology.
Yeah.
But as if you can trust a company to keep you alive for 200 years.
Where's great-grandpa's brain? Oh, it's just on the sink near the chops.
He's still alive.
Out with the bad, in with the good if you dipped out. You can always contact us via the iHeartRadio app.
Favourite call, email, or Facebook friend gets a double pass to Crowded House's Gravity Stairs Tour. This is at the Sydney Opera House forecourt, 4th and 5th of December.
You also get that Jonesy Amanda tea towel and key ring as well, which is pretty cool.
An 11-year-old took a day off school. He was allowed to. He's given permission. He's a golf prodigy. He got a hole-in-one in front of Tiger Woods. Tiger said, I'd like to mentor you. Spoke to the boy's mother who said, no, I don't approve of you. So the tribal drum was beating for Mum wrecked it.
Please welcome to the number 1 tee from Corpus Christi, Texas.
That's enough. You're grounded.
Catherine from Lane Cove told us about her friend who was able to get excellent seats to see Crowded House for their farewell tour. It would have been amazing.
And it was Crowded House's farewell to the world concert.
Yes.
And because of her connection, she got us this front row position. And my mum said to me that I had too much going on and I couldn't go. So I did all my jobs. I said to her I was having a sleepover, but she found out the full truth and she said no. So I went from having front row Opera House to having to watch it on TV.
Well, not anymore.
You know, TV, that's just as good.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Ugly Phil's up next. Check out our new Cutting Room Floor podcast on the iHeartRadio app. And we're back at 6 o'clock for Jam Nation.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Jam Nation podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.